Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK. And as you know, I like to do these videos like every now and again just to kind of fill you in on what I've been getting, because as you know, one of my favourite ways to grow my collection is pre-loved hunting. So charity shops, car boot sales, Vinted, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, anything like that, I love it. And obviously recently we did do a Vinted unboxing of my amazing bundle I found. So all of those won't be included in this video, but I will leave a link up above if you would like to see it. I got 8 plushies for £11. It was an insane deal because 7 of those were in one bundle for £7. It was crazy. Make sure you watch that video if you haven't already. And also, since the previous one of these sort of videos I did, I have done the Easter weekend vlog, and obviously in that vlog I went charity shopping, I went car boot sailing, and in that video I also did show you what I got on those trips, so I'm not including them either. So all of this stuff is things I've literally got within the past week or so stuff you haven't seen unless you follow me on Instagram, which I highly recommend you do. And when I tell you we have got some really cool finds to talk about today, I'm so excited about them. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. I will start off with the item I got first out of all of these. I got this a couple of weeks ago from my local charity shop. It was they'd done a like window display, obviously for like spring, summer. It was all like kind of yellows and florals and stuff like that display. Very bright sunshine kind of vibes. And they had this on a little stand right in the middle, obviously because it's yellow, so it fit in with their theme. And I spotted it as I walked past, and I always feel really awkward when I see Winnie the Pooh things in charity shop windows because like I don't want to ruin their display, so I always go and check with like the person on the till if it's all right to get it from the window, because most of the time in my local charity shops their window displays you can like access from the shop. But I always just like to check before like I take something off of the display. Obviously everything's for sale, I just always like to check that I can take it from the display. It's this really cute little hardback book, A Party for Winnie the Pooh, and I've still got the price sticker on the back. I got it for 90p, so you can't complain. And I do always like to see if there is a publishing year inside. I can't remember if I've already done that. Look how it's a classic Pooh style one, you know I love the artwork for, but look how cute, like the pages where it's just got the story on, it's inside like this little border, which I thought was really cute. But we are looking for a publishing year. Oh, that's just, I thought that was it, but no, that's just a bit about A.A. Milne and When We Were Very Young, published in 1924, Winnie the Pooh, published in 1926, Now We Are 6, published in 1927, The House at Pooh Corner, published in 1928, that's not any of these. Oh, is it that page? I just saw something. Ah yeah, that's the page we're looking for. A Party for Winnie the Pooh is taken from Winnie the Pooh, originally published in Great Britain on the 14th of October 1926. And then all of the bit about A.A. Milne, E.H. Shepard, This edition published in Great Britain 2003. So that's the answer. I always just find it very interesting. So it's not the oldest Winnie the Pooh book in... Oh, actually this just reminded me there was something else I needed to get to show you. Let me get this and then I'll grab it because it's also a book, but it just reminded me because I was just going to say this isn't the oldest book in my collection. Obviously 2003 is not old at all, but I just remembered I did get a book from the same charity shop a few weeks prior that is the oldest in my collection, so I'll grab that in a minute. I'll just find it interesting to see when books are published. So this book is, it doesn't say when in 2003 it was published, just 2003. So that obviously makes it around 22 years old. It's such a cute little book. Right, let me go and grab that other book I was just talking about. If you remember a few videos ago, we reorganized all of my collection. I moved that onto my second library because I've got one library down here. Got another library in my lounge floor room. I moved that one into there, so let me go and grab that. I'll be a second. So I know you would have seen this in that video where we'll reorganize everything and put it on the shelves, and I know we did talk about the publishing date of this in that video, but I have to include it in this because it's a recent pre-loved find. Bit more on the pricey side, it was £8, but I think this is such a great collector's piece, so I was more than happy to pay that. So it's Pooh Bear's box, and then it's got on the side all the books it contains. It's just got pretty much everything you need to get you up on speed on the Winnie the Pooh story. So it's got Now We Are 6, Winnie the Pooh, The House at Pooh Corner, and When We Were Very Young. And this is just so stunning. If you love classic Pooh like me, this is proper classic drawings. So I'll get all of the books out to show you their covers because they are so stunning. They were originally 25p each, which is absolutely crazy to think about. So this is when we were very young. Look at that artwork. It's so beautiful. And just look inside. Just stunning. Absolutely love it. Now we are 6. This is just what I call a proper classic artwork in a book. I love stuff like this. And then on to the actual 2 books where we get introduced to Winnie the Pooh properly. Obviously this is the first time we ever meet Winnie the Pooh in Winnie the Pooh. Look at Owl, a heifer lump. It's just a proper little elephant. How gorgeous is that drawing of, is that illustration of a bee? That is stunning. Look at Christopher Robin, Rabbit. Who else have we got there? You've got Owl, Kanga. They all look so beautiful. You've got Eeyore there on the other page. That is probably one of the most classic pictures of Winnie the Pooh. Oh my goodness. You'll all know this scene from the movie, Pooh getting stuck in Rabbit's house, but how compared to obviously the movie that we know and love that Disney created, compared to this, the original artwork, Pooh Bear getting stuck. And then the house at Pooh Corner. Look at it. Classic Tigger is, oh, I love him so much. He's just a little tiger, isn't he? And look at little Roo. He's so precious. I think the classic vintage style books are one of my biggest passions. It's just all so gorgeous. I love the little illustrations within the text. It's just so beautiful. I could just go on about this for ages, but we got them out to have a look at the publishing dates. Also, in case you haven't watched that video where we're reorganizing my collection and we did originally go through this, the cool thing about these copies of books, they are obviously reprints of the original versions. They were, let me have a look. So this one in particular, The House at Pooh Corner, was originally published on October 11th, 1928. That's my dog's birthday. That's Eddie's birthday. And Eddie is technically named after Edward Bear. That is crazy. Originally published in 1928, published as a paperback in 1965. Reprinted 9 times. This copy was reprinted in 1974, so that makes this 51 years old. And all of these were reprinted in Suffolk, which, in case you don't know, is where I'm from. We're in Suffolk right now. How crazy is that? These books were printed in Suffolk. Okay. It's got a map. I love a map and a book. I need to put them back in the right order now. Bear with me a second. I've got them all muddled up. Okay, I've put them in their order of when they were originally published. So these are the oldest books in my collection. They are from 1974, so they are 51 years old. Pretty good condition. Really good condition, actually. Next, we're moving on to some plushies that you might have already seen because I'm pretty sure I posted a short of it, but I haven't posted them in a full-length video, so we're going to do them anyway. I struck the gold mine at a car boot sale a couple of weeks ago and found, you know, these are the plushies I like to specifically collect, the 90s Naughties Disney Store exclusive editions. This store had so many Winnie the Pooh plushies. She had quite a lot of these, quite a few I already had. She had a couple of duplicates. She had a couple of the Millennium Bear, and I think she could work out I was a collector because she said she'd do a deal for me if I was to buy all of the Winnie Poohs. But as I said, I had quite a few of them that I needed, and some weren't the best condition I didn't want. So she was selling them for, I think it was £3 each. So I said, would she do 4 for £10? And she said yes to that. So these are the ones I got. And also the other bonus, they all have their Disney Store tags on, which you know always makes me very happy. So here we have got Just a Pooh Bear. He's got his classic red crop top on, but it's got like some confetti pieces on, and then he's just got his little Jester hat. And I don't know if he originally made a noise or something, but he's got like a battery pack or something back there. I don't know. Then we have got Reindeer Pooh. How cute is he? I love it. He's got little like patches and little like sewn bits all over him. He is so cute. I know when I posted a reel of all of these on Instagram, he was everyone's crowd favorite, so I'm interested to see which of these is your guys' favorite, because this one was the crowd favorite on Instagram. Very cute. I got Butterfly Pooh Bear. How cute is he? As you know, I've got my, it was originally Easter display, it's now spring display because I was uncreative enough to come up with a new display, so it's just rolled over onto spring. And so Pooh Bear has just gone straight up onto that, because what's more springtime than a butterfly? Although it does say on his foot he is from Easter 2000, but he is just perfect for springtime. We can ignore that. Funnily enough, at Easter time, when like I was doing my unboxings of my new Easter plushies, Me and my friend Liz, she's from the channel Liz in Disney, I'm sure you're all familiar with her content. We were talking about how in recent years the Disney store have only been doing Easter plushies in like the rabbit costumes. We've been having rabbits for so many years now. We haven't had like the lamb and chick for a few years. In the year 2000 they did a butterfly for Easter. Me and Liz were saying that we'd like to see the Easter edition plushies be more creative other than bunnies. Obviously bunny is a big thing for Easter time, but this just shows that Disney have done things other than bunnies. How cool would it be? Obviously they don't do this style plush anymore, they do the, I'm pointing over there because that's where it is, you can't see that, but you know the style I mean, the Disney store plushies they do for like Easter and Christmas nowadays, the bigger style ones. They could do like next year, take this guy as inspiration but do it in the bigger Disney store style, a butterfly. And the final plush I got from that store, obviously as I said, I got 4 for £10. We've got the Millennium Bug. As I said, she had 2 of these on her store for some reason, I don't know why. But I just thought he was so cool. It says on him, Millennium Bug, and then he's just got like his little wings, his little like, I was gonna call them tentacles, that's not tentacles. What are they? His legs, he's got his antennas, and obviously on his foot it says the year 2000, obviously the millennium. He's very cool. And the last item I wanted to show you, I got this at the car boot sale last week and I actually can't believe how good of a deal I got on this. This had been something I've been looking, not this item specifically, but this whole like collection I've been looking at online for so long. I don't know why, but they're always coming up on my Pinterest, seeing them in pristine condition. There's so many of these to get. They are pretty rare nowadays. When I have seen them online, they have got a pretty hefty price tag to them. So I came across this, I was very lucky to come across this. It's not in absolutely perfect condition, but it's my first piece from this like collection that I've got, so I'm just very happy. The guy wanted it for £1.50, but because I was wearing a Winnie the Pooh dress, Winnie the Pooh earrings with a Winnie the Pooh lounge fly, he let me have it for £1. I got a discount because I was buying a Winnie the Pooh outfit and I was dressed up in my Winnie the Pooh clothes. And when I got in the car on the way home, obviously as I said, I know these go for a pretty penny online anyway. This one specifically, the cheapest I could find it on eBay was £20, and then it was going upwards. I got it for £1 and I got 50p knocked off because I was wearing a cute Winnie the Pooh outfit. So this is from 1998. It's from Pooh's Friendly Places. It was like a little toy collection series. I absolutely love the Winnie the Pooh logo they used in the 90s. That's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, as you can tell, Mattel. It's got Pooh Bear, Piglet and a little duck. I don't know how well you can see in there, but they're like kind of like fuzzy figures. It's kind of a bit like what a flocked Funko figure would be like, that sort of material. As you can see, the box isn't in perfect condition, but if it was in perfect condition, I don't think I'd have got it for £1. But I think on the scale of things, the condition of this isn't like the worst in the world when you think about the fact that this is from 1998, and I'm pretty happy with it, especially getting it for £1. It is a little bit knocked up on the back, but I'm still pretty generally happy with it. Yeah, if you haven't seen these figures before, definitely Google them. As I said, my Pinterest is full of them because they're just so cute. It's Pooh's Friendly Places. Have a little Google of that. They are so cute. There's so many like figures of them, little like play sets, tree houses, little houses of them. They did different costumes for them, like you could get little outfits just the figures up in. It was so cute, and this is the first one I've ever seen at a car boot sale. As I said, when I've seen them, I've been seeing them online, and like this one in particular, as I said, was going for £20. So you can imagine the ones that are in absolute pristine condition with like a house with figures all together, you can imagine what people are wanting for that. I just can't get over this. I've been looking at these online for so long and thinking they were like pieces I was never going to add in my collection because they are pretty rare to find. And then when you find them, they've got a collector's price tag on them. So it's just one of those things. It was just a lucky stumble. That's the thing with car boot sales. You need to be in the right place at the right time to find what you're looking for. So I definitely got very lucky with this. And also what I just noticed on the back, I guess this is something that I might not get an answer to, but if anyone does know, next to the barcode, it says honey pot points and you get 1 honey pot point. I'm now intrigued as to what that means. What are honey pot points? So if you like, say we time travel back, we're in 1998. I was born in 1999, so we've really time traveled back here. We go to, I don't know, our local toy shop. We pick up a few boxes of Pooh's Friendly Places and we get honey pot points. I'm guessing like bigger sets have more points. Is that how it works? I don't know. But we've got a good haul of Pooh's Friendly Places figures. We've got a few honey pot points. What do honey pot points do? I want to know. I need to know. If you know, please let me know. I was getting pretty excited over those books at the beginning of this video. I can't even put into words how happy I am with this find. It is such a treasure in my collection. I'm so happy I found it. And this is actually really funny. On the day that I went to this car boot sale, as I said last Saturday, I got invited down to a PR event in London on that day, but I actually declined going to it for a few different reasons that off topic we don't need to get into. I declined going to a PR event in London, and instead I had like my normal kind of Saturday, went to the car boot sale, and I got this. If I'd have gone to that PR event in London, I would have never got this. It's just funny how things work out like that, isn't it? Anyway, those are all of my recent Winnie the Pooh pre-loved finds that I wanted to share with you. Do let me know in the comment section down below what was your favourite item that I got. If you enjoyed this video, please do pop that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell, you might as well. You do down there, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!